whenever the double integration is given, the main difficulty is what should be the step 1 and what should be the step 2. In the step 1, shall I do with respect to x or shall I do with respect to y? That is a big confusion among the students. In today's video, I am going to tell you what should be the first step, whether it has to be with respect to x or with respect to y, and what should be the management of limits. So let us first understand the logic behind the double integration, then we will solve this question. Here are the two integrations, so I call it as the inner integration. This is the inner integration and this is the outer integration. So this is inner integration and this can be called as the outer integration. This is not written in the book, but I just name it for the purpose of understanding. So there are the two terms I told you. One is the inner integration, another is the outer integration. Now let us understand what is the rule of integration. First of all, you see what are the limits of inner integration. We have here the y1 and y2 are the limits of inner integration. Now you have to see that y1 is the function of x and y2 is also function of x. So y1 and y2 are the function of x. So that is the rule number 1. That is the first observation. First check whether y1 is a function of x and y2 is also a function of x. If y1 and y2 are function of x, then what you do? Step 1. In the step 1, we do like this, keep x1 and x2 as it is. Now we will be doing here y1 is a function of x and y2 is also function of x. So first we will operate the inner integration with respect to y, and after that the dx. That means first we will find out the result of this with respect to y, then whatever the result we get, suppose the result of this bracket, the result of this bracket is suppose another function phi of x comma y, and then we do the integration with respect to x. One more thing, while doing the integration in the first step, we keep x as a constant. We don't do integration of x, we do only the integration of y. To understand better, let us take one example. Now here is a double integration 0 to 1, 0 to x cube, x into x square plus y square with respect to x and with respect to y given. Here is the first dx written, after that dy written. So we don't follow that order. We decide what are the limits of the first inner integration. So the inner integration having x function, here is a 0 and here is a x cube. X cube is nothing but y equals to f of x. So it is a function of x. So what I do here, I write this function, but I will be doing the integration with respect to y first, because the limit of integration are in terms of x. Limits of inner integration are in terms of x. Then I first integrate with respect to y and after that with respect to x. Therefore I equals to 0 to 1, and now I shall be doing the integration of this inner part. So we get 0 to 1 as it is. Now integration of inner part, that is x cube. Integration of x cube with respect to y is x cube y, and integration of x y square with respect to y, x into y cube upon 3. We don't do integration of x here, and the limits are 0 to x cube. Now dx will remain as it is. Now we apply the limits. I equals to 0 to 1. Here is the limit in place of y. So 0 to x cube plus x upon 3 y cube 0 to x cube, and again integration with respect to x. Now applying limits, putting the limits 0 to 1 as it is, x cube as it is, in place of y put limit, that is x cube minus 0 plus x upon 3, in place of y write down x cube raised to 3 minus 0, and again entire thing is with respect to x. So that is equals to 0 to 1 x raised to 6 plus x upon 3 multiplied by x raised to 9 with respect to x. So 0 to 1 x raised to 6 plus x raised to 10 upon 3 with respect to x. I equals to, here integration of x raised to 6 nothing but x raised to 7 upon 7 plus integration of x raised to 10 is nothing but x raised to 11 upon 11 multiplied by 1 by 3, and limits are 0 to 1. So this is equals to 1 upon 7 and limits x raised to 7 0 to 1 plus 1 upon 33 x raised to 11 and limits are 0 to 1. So applying limit 1 minus 0 plus 1 upon 33, applying limit 1 minus 0, this is equals to 1 upon 7 plus 1 upon 33, this is equals to, that is equals to 40 upon 231. Therefore integration 0 to 1 and 0 to x cube x into x square plus y square dx dy equals to 40 upon 231. This is required solution. Now in case of the rule number 2, if x1 is a function of y and x2 is also a function of y, then first we do the integration of inner part, and that is even we do with respect to x. Now in the outer part, if the limits are constant, y1 is a constant and y2 constant, and we do the integration in the second part, in the second step we do the integration with respect to y. So let us take one example on the basis of this rule. Here is example, integration 5 to 6, again integration y to 2y x cube y dx dy. So in the inner part of integration the limits are in terms of y, so we select with respect to x. So step 1 5 to 6 as it is, this is the first part. The first part we are going to do integration with respect to x, because the limits in the inner part are in terms of y, so we do the integration with respect to x and keeping y as a constant. So y is a constant here, so we don't do the integration of y. So this is equals to 5 to 6 as it is. Now integration of x cube is nothing but x raised to 4 upon 4, and the limits are y to 2y, then with respect to y. This is equals to 5 to 6 as it is, y as it is, applying the limit 2y raised to 4, we can even take the 4 outside, minus upper limit minus lower limit, we applied the limit here 5 to 6 as it is, y upon 4, here is a 2 raised to 4, that is nothing but 16 y raised to 4 minus y raised to 4 here with respect to y, Therefore, I equals to 15 upon 4 integration 5 to 6 y raised to 5 dy. Here is the simplification you can go through. So 15 upon 4 integration of y raised to 5 nothing but y raised to 6 upon 6 and limits are 5 to 6. On further simplification, we get I equals to 155 divided by 8. So we got the final answer, integration of 5 to 6 y to 2y x cube y dx dy equals to 155 divided by 8. This is required solution. In this video, my intention was to teach you what should be the order of integration, what should be the first step and what should be the second step, what we should do first with respect to x and then with respect to y, how to decide with respect to x and with respect to y, and what is the importance of limit given in the first integration part. I hope after going through this video, now you can easily handle the problems related to double integration. How did you find this video? Let me know. If you think that this video is beneficial to you, if you want more such videos in the coming future, then I request you like, share and subscribe the channel. Meet you again with another topic. Till then, enjoy mathematics and enjoy the life. Meet you again with another topic. Till then, wish you good luck. All the best.